Hi, I'm Lee Johnston with Know Forsyth, and I'm here with Emma Thoms of Blessings in a Backpack, which is a club at Lambert High School. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
So tell me, how did you get involved with Blessings in a Backpack?
Well, I'm the president, and I got involved freshman year, and I just loved the experiences there, and I loved how we served now this year, 278 kids.
My goodness.
County. Yes.
So we have quite a lot of children or students in Forsyth County that need food.
Yes.
They are hungry.
Yes. There's up to a 400 student need because they're on the reduced lunch meal plan from the government over the week, but they don't have any food for the weekends. And that's where we come in. We feed them over the weekends.
Well, that's magnificent. So how do you get your food?
So we order it from Publix. They give us a BOGO item pricing, and so we get them a big deal on them. And we have our own little credit card for Blessings in a Backpack. And so when we buy and order the items a week prior, then we ship them over here. We go to Publix and bring them back on Tuesday nights and pack them for Friday's meetings.
Oh my. So, but it costs money even still for BOGO pricing.
Yes.
So how do you get your funds?
Well, we go out into grants, and like last year, Home Depot gave us a humongous grant in donations. And so we reach corporations and we ask for money, through registries and competitions. We never make the kids have to sell lollipops like most clubs do, but we raise grants for the money. Also, people donate all the time, which we truly appreciate because everything helps.
That's right. Now, this is a lot of food.
Yes.
Where do you pack it all?
So on Tuesday nights, we bring it in here, and I have
and we are at your home.
At my house.
So your parents have to be willing participants because this is a lot of food in one place.
Yes.
And it's here at your home.
Yes, it is.
So how do they get involved as well?
Yes, they do. My dad helps a little bit with the grants, and because we're a bunch of students, we don't exactly know right off the bat how to write grants. So he helps instruct us. And then my mom, she's a secretary behind the scenes, and she helps me because we're not supposed to put all this stuff in a student's or a minor's name.
Right.
So she helps us put it under an adult's name, yet we do all the work as the students.
Right. And how many volunteers do you have from Lambert in this club?
Every Friday morning we have about 60 students who come and volunteer. However, we're a club over 200 plus at some years because we tell them it's not mandatory to come. If you can come, that's what we want. We just want whenever you can.
We just need helpers.
Yes.
And right now you really need helpers to drive the food to the schools to be distributed for the weekend. Am I right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Emma, if someone wants to donate food or money or time as a volunteer, who do they get in contact with at Lambert?
So our chair sponsor, Miss Lizanne Adams, we can reach out to her as well as she can give you my information so I can help you volunteer, set you up on our program. We send out a weekly email for the drivers and how to volunteer during the week.
So Emma, tell me a little bit about you. What makes a young woman want to get involved in her community and help fellow students that are hungry?
Well, there's so many people that aren't as fortunate as others, and I just want to set the plate even, let them start off so they can grow and become the best students they can be, so they don't feel behind other classmates or feel like they're going to go hungry. I want them to feel secure and they loved by their community and that they can do anything in the future.
That's just a wonderful attitude for such a beautiful young lady. And you have a lot of great other young people at your school and other schools in the area, in the county, that are making great strides as well in helping the community. So I really commend you on that. And all these other wonderful students that are taking their own time away from sports or studying for finals or big tests to help their fellow peers do the right thing. So Emma, what will happen to this club when you graduate next year?
So what happens when I graduate is that we pass down the title of president to the next student who has a family that will support them, because this is a huge load to carry. So we want to pass it down to somebody who is really willing to expand the club. For instance, before me, we packaged 230 kids, and now we've already grown from the start of the year to do 278. So our club originally started 5 years ago, only feeding 30 kids a weekend.
Oh, it's amazing to me that we have so many needy kids in this county, and you are not the only program in our county. You're one of a few. But it just shows you the great need that we have here to feed our children, and not just our students and children, but their families as well. I think we get busy with our daily lives, and we forget that it really can be something very small. You don't have to go out and start a club, just be a part of a club.
Yes.
And make the small commitments to deliver some food, maybe once a month, or volunteer once a year to drive the food to the schools to get it to the children that need it. So, everyone wants to think big, but sometimes you can just think small, right? And do a small act, because it really does make a huge difference in the larger picture for this great cause that you have. And for such a young lady, I think it's very commendable, and I admire you so much for your commitment to your peers. Because it really does make our community better when everyone is fed and has a good education and feels confident about themselves, right?
Yes, every little thing helps.
That's right. Well, what you're doing is not little, and I want to feature some of our younger people in our community because they are such wonderful stewards of our community, and Emma Thoms is a prime example of some of the wonderful young people we have in our community doing great things. So I hope I've helped you know Forsyth